Hi guys, it's Modesty. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this makeup look for you guys. I was so excited when I saw those Stila Magnificent Metals things came out. I was scrolling through the colors and I saw this one called Ballet Baby and I was like, yes! And I had this really cool spring look in mind and I decided to do it today and I think I nailed it. This is the exact look I had in my mind and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. I am doing a talk through video, so go ahead and grab some popcorn or grab some tea or some sort of snack so we can get to this. I don't know, I just felt like chatting, so I hope you guys don't mind to talk through and let's just get started. I do have to prime my eyes like usual, so I'm just going to be taking some concealer to do that with. It's just how I prime my eyes all the time because I'm just too lazy to buy another product. I'm just gonna take my NARS concealer. This one's pretty good. I like this one a lot. Taking my Sigma concealer brush to pat that out. Alright, so now we're going to be jumping into the eyeshadow. I'm going to be using the Lorac Pro palette. This is the Lorac Pro 3. I love this one so freaking much. I'm going to be going with the Morphe M441 and I'm just be taking canvas right here. I'll be putting it right into my crease. This shade is very similar to my skin tone. This is really just to help the blending process in the end. So you're not really going to see much, but this will just, this extra step always helps. So I'm moving over to Pink Nude right here. This is a really nice brownish pink. I'm putting it right over top of that canvas shade. I'm going to be moving right over here to Terracotta. I really want a nice warm brown that isn't too deep. And by the way, I'm still using the Morphe M441. Alright, so once you have that shade in place, we're going to go ahead and we are going to be moving on to the lid for now. I'm just going to be taking a flat shader brush. The one I'm going to be using today is the large shader, the E60 from Sigma. This is just a basic large shader brush. And I'm going to be going into Rose Bronze right here. We're going to be going over top of this. This really is like a guideline for the Stila shadow. And I'm going to be pressing it on to my lid. This is a little bit deeper than it, but that is okay because we want to have a ton of dimension on the lid. We are going to be taking this Stila shadow right here and we are going to be putting it on our lid. Now, because it is a liquid shadow, you want to keep your eye closed for a little bit while it dries. And I usually have to go in with like 2 to 3 layers. You really don't need that much, but like I wanted it to be like full pigment. And that's just my preference. Because it looks nice like this, I wanted like full pigment. So I'm going to be taking my Smashbox Primer Water. And then I'm going to be taking my Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I'm going to let that kind of just sink into my skin while that is drying. I'm going to touch up my eyeshadow. Going back into my Lorac Pro 3 palette, and I'm going to be picking up this shade right here, Clay, right there. I'm going to be very gentle around the lid shade. And I'm only going to bring this about 3/4 in as well. I do want to deepen up the outer edges, so I'm going to be taking the exact same brush. I'm going into the shade Amethyst, right down here. And I'm going to be pressing it. This takes a little bit of back and forth to make it look smooth, but it is worth it in the end. By the way, I'm pointing a little bit more downwards because I don't want to bring this shade as high. I'm going to be taking the eyeshadow once again by Stila. I'm just going to be touching it up. Now with these, I suggest doing your eyeshadow first because these do have a ton of fallout after it dries. So that's why I haven't done my foundation yet. I'm just going to let this kind of soak in a little bit, and I'm going to clean up my edges. Alright, so this is the eyeshadow. I love it so much. I like the contrast between here. I just think it's so pretty. We are going to be moving on to the face. Now I did already apply some primer, but in my problem areas I'm going to go in with the all matte base. This is by Party Queen HD Studio. This was really inexpensive. I'll have a link to it down below, and I'm just going to be putting it like in my T-zone and my chin. And this actually helps fill in my pores, and it adds a nice smooth base. Kind of just press it in and I sweep it. I'm going to be taking my foundation brush. This is the Morphe M439, and then today I'm going by Lancome 24-Hour Makeup. It has like this crazy name right here. I don't want to butcher the name, so I'm not going to try, but the bottle looks like this. I'm going to be putting it right on my brush. So this right here is medium coverage. I do want full coverage though, so I'm going to go ahead and wet my Sigma Beauty sponge, and then I'm going to be putting in one more layer just to really press in my skin so that it lasts all day long. Now you don't have to have this much coverage. This is a very build foundation. I really like full coverage. I don't know, I love applying this foundation. But once again, not necessary. You can do whatever coverage you are into. Alright, so for concealer, I've been mixing my Tarte Shape Tape and my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I've really been focusing the NARS one right here. I've noticed it helps cover my dark circles a little better, just because this one has a little bit more peach in it, and it is pretty high coverage. So I'll do the NARS one right there, and then I will go ahead and take my Tarte one, and I do this one for highlighting. So I do it right there, there, right here, and then I will go in and do line, 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 or dots, whatever I'm in the mood for. I'm in the mood for lines and looking like a freaking crazy person. And then I'm going to be taking my sponge once again to blend that in. So pretty, you guys. Such a good concealer. This combo is my favorite. And then when you really want full coverage, you really focus on the outer edges when you are blending it in. And then you just lightly press here, but it will pick up any excess product and use a sponge. But when you have already done your eyeshadow, you really have to be careful with the inner corner that you don't go over top of your eyeshadow. Oh my gosh, seriously, concealer sits so well over this foundation. I'm just so happy I got it. So now I'm going to be setting my under eye with my new baby. This is the Kat Von D. This is the Kat Von D highlighting powder or brightening powder in the shade Petal. I have been loving this. I talked about my favorites. I'm totally obsessed with it. And I'm going to be setting my under eye with it. I do pick it up on my brush, and then I'm going to go ahead, tap out one more time. I'm not going to be baking today. It's just instantly matte. It's so good. Such a good powder. And sometimes when I'm feeling, you know, spicy, I'll take it and I'll brighten up my other areas that I've highlighted. Alright, I'm going to be taking my NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation to set my face with. This is in the shade Nude. And I like to use my E1 with it because it's nice and flat at the top and it's super dense, so I can just press it on. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do my brows, and I'm going to be applying some false lashes, and then I will be right back. So I have done my lashes, and I have done mascara and my brows. Let me just kind of combine these together. I'm wearing Ardell Wispies if you are curious. Alright, so now we're going to be moving on to the under eye. So we're going to be going back into the Lorac Pro 3. And I want to keep it kind of simple. So I'm just going to I'm taking this flat definer brush. This is Morphe M432. And I'm going to be going into the Amethyst shade. I'm really just going to be balancing the top and the bottom together. But I want the eyes to be really open this time, so I'm not going to go all the way in. I'm just going to go about halfway. I am taking that shadow and I'm going to be going onto my lash line as well. And then I'm going to be taking a more, fluffier brush. I'm going into Clay, Terracotta, those shades. And I'm going to be smoking that out. I'm going to be taking this is the Rimmel Extra Super Lash. This is just, it has nice thin end. It's really good for the lower lashes. I'm going to do a couple of coats on the lower lash line. So I am experiencing just a teeny bit of a fallout. I'm just going to dust it all away. But I do want to re-brighten that up to cover that up. So I'm just going in with some more of the Kat Von D Lock-It powder. Now we're going to be doing some bronzing. I have not been doing a lot of contouring. I don't know why, but I've been using my Morphe M401 and the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula a lot. I don't know, I've just been loving it. And you know what, during the summer and the spring, I actually do bronze more than I contour anyway, so that is okay with me. Ugh, it smells so good. For blush, I'm using MAC Melba. I've just been reaching for this a lot lately. One, because I'm too lazy to grab any other blush, and two, it's been a favorite of mine for a very long time. And I'm going to be taking my bronzing brush again, just to do that, because I'll get still a nice bronzy look without looking too peach or too pink. So I'm going to be cleaning this up a little bit just because, I don't want it to look super muddy. To clean that up, I will be taking my Airspun Loose Face Powder. This is translucent extra coverage. I get it from Walmart. It's super cheap and it's so good. Just pack it into the lid. And then I'm going to be taking the bottom part right here. And I'm just going to go like that. I know I'm giving myself a beard, but I kind of want to accentuate that curve a little bit. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing. Okay, and now that I look totally strange, I do need to take a little bit more. Let's see if I can do this. Stamp it on my, maybe I'll take this in. I do need to stamp on my under eye. Just trying to clean some stuff up. Alright, I'm going to be highlighting my brow bone while I'm letting all of that sit. I'm just going to be going into my Skin Sitter highlight palette from So Susan. I talked about my favorites, and I'm just going to be picking up the very top shade right here. It has a nice pink tone to it, so it'll really complement the eye look, I feel like. I need to dust all this away, so I'm going to be taking my blush brush from Luxie. I don't know if it's Lux or Luxie, but whatevs. And there we go. It's like I never made a mistake. Alright, now I'm going to be highlighting my face. I'm going to be taking the Smashbox and Casey Holmes palette right here. I'm really trying to, get adjusted to this. And I'm going to be taking my Powder Sweep, the FO6 from Sigma, and I'm going to be picking up the two outer ones right here. See what this is what I was talking about my favorites, like nothing, and it's so powdery, but I want to love it, so I'm going to keep trying. You know what? I'm going to try my Accentuate highlight from Sigma right here. Let's see if this makes a difference at all. I'm sorry, Casey Holmes. I'm really sorry. I really, really am. I'm going to be taking this J. Cat's You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in Pink Goddess. I think it'll really go well with this look. And I'm going to be taking the Sigma Powder Sweep, the F06, which is supposed to be getting rid of bake, but I really like applying highlight with it. I'm taking this on my nose and then Cupid's bow. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face, and what this is going to do, this is going to just kind of make the powder look more like skin, just so it's not like, you know, super cakey. A sponge as well and spraying that down. And then I'm going to press everything into my skin, and this really, really helps sink it all in. Freshen up the foundation if it's been taking a little bit to do your makeup. This is one of my favorite tricks. So then before all that dries, you guys know I do this every time, I'm going to take a little bit more highlighter and put it right on my cheekbones. And that is how I always get that. Fix Plus is amazing for that. And then with a brush that isn't as damp and everywhere else when it's wet, I'm going to take my blush brush and be dabbing in here. And I just want to sweep it on my temples because I really want to be illuminated. I'm going to be moving on to the lips. So I'm going to be going just kind of like a pinky nude. This is Pale Pink from NYX. It's such a good lip liner, you guys. I love their lip liner so much. And then for the actual lip color, I'm going to be going in with Rebel Rose from Wet n Wild. This will be Liquid Catsuit. I love this lip color so much. Alright, I'm going to let that dry. And then I'm going to be spraying my face with some finishing spray. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. Alright, and that is it for the makeup look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I am so happy with how it turned out. This is the exact look that I had in my mind. I'm loving it so much, and I'm kind of feeling the hair as well. So, if you enjoyed this makeup look, give it a big old thumbs up, and put any other makeup tutorial ideas you have in the comments, any other look that you want to see for the springtime, any spring videos you want to see, maybe some spring cleaning ones with my makeup collection. I don't know. I'm open to basically anything, so put your ideas in the comments. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Modesty Jean. I would really appreciate it if you would stick around by hitting that subscribe button. And if you are coming back to my channel, I thank you so much for supporting my channel and for just checking out my videos and enjoying them. And yeah, I think that's everything I want to say. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.